But we did some research over the past few weeks and we found out that over half of the people who come through Heathrow on an average day have time to kill, and they'd like to be doing things like checking their mail, doing some online chores like paying bills, catching up with friends online, etc. So we thought this was a good opportunity to reach many people who have time on their hands.
That's amazing. Well, how do you find your actual house? Can you put in your address or no? Wow, that's amazing. I live on the water. It's Bel-Air, right there, that's where I live. I'm right there. This is me, my home, right there.
A mirror maze is one of the most compelling experiences. When people come into a mirror maze, you just look at their faces and they burst into smiles and laughter. And the sheer delight of wandering through and exploring this very unusual space. In a mirror maze, whichever way you turn, and whichever way you look, you can never quite be sure what's real.
Sono italiana, evidentemente non solo consiglio, ma sogno che tutti gli italiani che vengono in Spagna devono assolutamente dormire in questo albergo, perché non è un albergo solo sensoriale, ma è un viaggio da 1001 notte, ecco, è un viaggio in un nuovo modo di concepire il viaggiare, il dormire, il sognare.
This is really an attempt to look at the hotel room as a product, not as creating a fantasy of a place that it's not to have fake class, and not to make people feel at home, because if you want to feel at home, you should stay at home.
The Recycle Now home composting campaign aims to get 1 million bins out in the UK by the end of 2006. As of today, we've sold nearly 500,000 compost bins.
RAP are subsidising bins, so Suffolk residents are able to buy bins at a very low cost, which makes composting even more attractive than ever.
Because we're hoping to be able to do a bit of recycling and create some compost, which we have never done before.
I've only got a small garden, but it's surprising how many, when you're pulling up your plants and all that, you don't know where to put them.
We want to do a bit more recycling, and so we've got a compost bin.
So we're trying to be conscious of what you throw away and what you can use and what helps the garden, and I like gardening.
I have 2 allotments, and obviously it saves me a lot of money, and hopefully it recycles everything and it's good for our environment.
It really has been a summer of recycling success. We've reached a huge proportion of the population with messages about reduced peat and peat-free compost and composting at home. One of the measures of our success is the number of people who've had the opportunity to see our message this summer.
Auschwitz-Birkenau, the end of the line for countless Jews, Poles, Gypsies and others deported to the Nazis' largest extermination camp. No one knows for certain how many died here. Latest estimates say it could be as many as 1.5 million. The survivors numbered only thousands.
Więc ogromny płomień nad kominem krematorium, ciężki, słodkawy dym towarzyszył nam aż do takiej ogromnej szopy wysypanej chlorem, w w której umieszczono matki z dziećmi, natomiast kobiety, które dzieci nie miały, zostały na placu przed tą szopą pod gołym niebem.
Floral, fresh, girly, modern.
Think more about when you're putting something away in the rubbish, you think, actually, can that be recycled? If it's paper, like newspapers, if it's cardboard, glass bottle, tin can, drinks can, plastic bottle, you know, those can all be recycled.
So pleased to be here. You've done very, very well. Yes,
There's 10,500 athletes at the Games. That's a lot of athletes to know about. So the more information you can have to hand, world records, medalists, etc., the better it is and the more professional you'll be.
I named the ship the Carnival Legend.
One thing I'd like to remember is you never lose energy, it never disappears, it's always there. It's just how you transfer it from one form to another, okay?
So out of our 50 players, only 16 will go through to the next round.
I can see game stars running on and it's getting bigger and bigger. So if we can have the nominations please for best racing game.